The Three Planks Podcast.
This is the jingle, we should sing it.
It looks like an American family portrait.
Three Planks Podcast.
I'm Alex.
I'm Kieran.
I'm Zach. I'm Alex.
I'm Kieran.
I'm Zach. And you can join us on the Three Planks Podcast.
Three Planks Podcast.
We're all off, are we?
So guys, welcome to my home.
Yeah, this is your gaff. And you've supplied us with
I've
merch.
supplied you
With
with some merch. What do you think?
Very nice, very nice.
The Tree Planks
I said
Podcast.
three.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a difficult one to come up with, wasn't it?
It was.
Finding a name is surprisingly difficult.
I think 3 planks, that was a you thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I came up with 3 planks.
Did you? Oh, you did come up with
Yeah.
Tree Planks.
We
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
We had a bit of a brainstorming session, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we went through
Over
using.
months.
Yeah, it took ages to do it, but then we went through AI, didn't we,
We did.
to get the
Oh, for
logo.
the logo.
Yeah,
You went through AI.
I went through AI. Yeah,
You've got to explain the logo. Come on, Kieran. This is
Well,
a you
obviously-
thing.
Obviously, Alex came up with the Tree Planks Podcast, so then I thought it's got to have 3 planks in it. The funniest part was when we come up with the actual came in 3 planks, and all the 3 planks were like an ash color, but obviously Alex or Saf's color is slightly more tan than ours.
I'm a bit
What
pink
was
today
the
after
prompt,
it.
Kieran?
The prompt.
What was
hold
the
on.
prompt?
I'll just look.
We
this.
know you've got the prompt there. How
It-
you got me to be slightly browner.
It is good because obviously you're chatting to ChatGPT and you're asking it and it's giving you loads of different prompts. So it came up with 3 planks first, and then I asked for one with glasses and curly hair. So that gave us Alex, and then we all know me for my little blanket that I like to bring around everywhere, which I was convinced was a scarf.
No.
Yeah, that's when we got a present from the telly company where they sent us a throw or a
Yeah,
blanket.
it was a blanket.
And we turned up in the pub and you had it round your shoulders as a scarf.
Yeah, I just thought it was a scarf.
It was a big scarf.
But hey, we weren't complaining later on in the evening when we needed to put it over our knees, did we?
I don't remember that.
Oh, no, it was you and me because you'd gone home at that stage. We sat. I had it.
I
I'm
don't know
sure.
who you were sitting with, but we were not sitting together with a
Before we
blanket.
went,
We sat with
because
some
we
of the
went.
homeless people with the blankets.
We went down to. We finished off the evening watching the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
But prior to that, we were in another pub and we draped the blanket over us, didn't we? I'm sure we were sat in the pub with the.
I feel like I've been left out of this.
We went from the pub we had food in down to that pub
We didn't.
football in.
We didn't. We went up to another
Oh,
pub.
we did go to
Yeah,
another
there you go. See.
We didn't have a blanket over.
Maybe I did. Well, anyway, and obviously, I was going to put a cup of tea in my hand, but then realistically, I'm more likely to have a pint in my hand. But then it still didn't look right, so I put a beanie on Saf because you always have.
I always have a beanie.
You always wear a beanie.
Follically challenged.
Well,
That's why.
yeah, it's either that or it just glows so
It just
much that it goes in our eyes.
Oh,
We
yeah.
like, oh my god, the shiny of your face. So it was that. And then it just still didn't look right. So the last message I sent to ChatGPT was, could you make the middle plank a little, a darker brown? And then this is what came up with our logo. And I love the fact that you just noticed that in the text. And said,
I can guess which one I am.
yeah, the
Straight
darker
off.
brown
The
one.
darker brown one.
But it's
Obviously, I'm the shortest one of the group.
Yeah,
that's
that's a given. Obviously, you are short, aren't you, Alex?
You are.
There is something missing now, though.
What's missing now?
An American cop moustache.
I should go back and because I should.
Yeah, I don't have a beard on mine.
Do you want a beard? Do we?
No,
we're not doing it.
I'm quite happy with the logo.
I think I did put a beard on it, and it just looked wrong. It didn't distinguish the difference between the beard and the grain, so I didn't add it. But yeah, I do maybe need to add the tash.
The magic
I
of
think so.
AI.
The
You
magic
use
of
AI, don't you?
I use AI a lot. Well, recently, only from because I use SketchUp a lot.
I've just discovered that they've added a new plugin which creates realistic scenes.
It is unbelievable. Can we have a look
I
at that
remember
on the
the
thing?
mosque design with all the pillars.
Yeah.
I asked AI to.
Yeah, look at
That's
that.
that's the picture.
That's not AI.
No,
That's not AI. That's
wait.
my 3D drawing.
Okay.
And then I asked AI to create, and I give it a little prompt saying, create a hallway with walnut beams, white wood, in a hallway with a Turkish rug. And it came up with that.
No. Oh my
How good
days.
is that?
I could see you up in your
That-
quotes by
Well,
showing
that, to be fair, that won me the job.
Yeah, I
And
bet
there
it
was,
did, yeah.
there was a few other versions of it as well.
Yeah.
Different colour walls and pillars and stuff. But that particular picture looks so realistic
So hold
to
on.
what it's going to be.
You did the initial sketch on SketchUp.
That was done in SketchUp. SketchUp Pro. You can
Yeah.
do a SketchUp free online.
Yeah.
But the Pro version gives you a few more features that you can run around and do stuff. And one of the features is this AI prompt.
So what did you? Is that ChatGPT or is that
it's
what was it?
called. Do you know what? I've forgotten what it's called. It's a specific for SketchUp. It's like a beta version. It's like a trial.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're getting better and better. I think there's a new version out soon. But I was just blown away.
So it was part of SketchUp.
It's part of SketchUp.
Okay.
It's just a new thing that they're trying out. So when you draw it in 3D, so that's all to scale
Yeah.
in the room. So they've got the virtual reality one where you can use your tablet and actually look around the room or as you're scanning it.
Yeah.
Now they've added this AI thing, which just takes it to another level. It just
Amazing.
gives it a really good feature. I mean,
That
look at
is
that. It's just fantastic, isn't it?
So what you gave it a description. You said
I just said
like you say
basically
you
it's going
wanted
to
a
be
rug.
walnut timber, lighting in the edges, give it a Persian rug. I said it's going to be in a hallway, it's going to be a mosque. And this is what it came up with.
That literally looks like a photorealistic.
Yeah.
That looks like a.
Because you had a project recently, didn't you, where you had to send off the project to the client,
Yes.
which they hadn't signed stuff on,
Yeah.
off
yeah.
on,
Yeah.
and then it came back to you with some changes,
Yeah.
which was like a 2-week process of postage.
Yeah.
So would it work on that?
Yeah.
So Kieran could have done.
Because it's scaled up, you can actually tell it, look, this is the walnut box, or this is this kind of timber box, it knows what timbers it is. And you just be able to give it the prompt of what the details are. It's so
So
clever.
could you make it so that it would open up, move around, full 3D vision of it?
Not as a AI,
Right.
but you can get different screens. So that's just a screenshot.
Okay.
It doesn't let you move around
Right.
yet.
But even still, that would have been amazing. Actually,
That would
like
have
you're
been
saying,
amazing.
Alex.
So
Like,
you can have one where it's closed, where it's open, with the bits inside, with the bits outside.
Because even if it took you a day to draw it up
yeah,
and get
yeah.
it right, it
But
would
it's
save
with
you
the
the
colour
time it takes to do all
combinations.
the work for him
Yeah,
to.
absolutely.
Because if he could look at it in detail and move it around and just be like, yeah, perfect.
I'm sure there are some softwares out there where you can actually use 3D modelling and
Yeah.
a bit of AI and move it around.
I still
look
scribble
around.
on a piece of paper.
I'm the same. I'm absolutely the same.
Yeah, the times that I would say I've never really done a
That's a bit
decent
of an
technical
American boss
drawing.
walnut. Thought Kieran like that.
Is that
These are
American
these are
Rock
the little strips that go in the pillar. I had to make 52 of them, and they're just so detailed. These are just where they're connected in, and I just thought it looked pretty. So I'll show you a picture of it. It's a lot
End
there.
grain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All angry. It's all been carved out. It's all been grooved out. It all just slots in, and it's just
So
unseen.
all your designs are all done on SketchUp.
At the moment, yeah. I find it.
You've done mine for me, haven't you?
Yeah.
Before.
I find it a lot quicker than draw. I mean, I can draw.
Yeah.
I did do that at uni and stuff. So, but I find SketchUp is just so much easier. It's all scaled up. You automatically get technical drawings, and I can send that straight away to the CNC machine if I need to for components.
I think for me, it's not. It's just time consuming, isn't it? Because like you said, Alex, I'll do a sketch and I'll always do it. I'll do a sketch, and you know me, I've done working drawings. I'll do full scale working drawings because I like to physically see what
You'll
I'm
sometimes
doing.
do like full scale.
Yeah, on a board or
Huge
something.
boards, yeah.
Huge boards. But it gives me perspective of what I'm doing. It gives shape and curves. But in a lot of cases, my customers don't tend to. They get a rough design, but they like the idea of the fact that it's completely bespoke and things may change in it. But they get a rough design. There's nothing that is very much like, this is what I want, this is how I want it, and there should be no changes in it whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? I don't generally get customers like that. They come to me, I'll
It's quite an open brief.
An open brief. They know, like, obviously, if it's a dining room table, they want a dining room table.
Yeah, they'll get
dining room
6 chairs.
Yeah, absolutely. And then again, it's just a discussion on materials and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's.
Do you not feel that you would benefit from like 3D models sometimes when you're just mocking up and getting shapes right and in a room, because you can sometimes place it, you can get a picture of a room and actually place the item in the room and say, do you know what, actually that doesn't go. And you can change the timbers on there, you can put maple, you can put walnut, oak.
But it also gives you get a cutting list, don't you?
Well,
So,
that's
like-
one of it, because you draw it to scale, you automatically get a cutting list, and then you can actually see how everything's going to be joined together. You can draw the mortise intended in, and say, do you know what, that's gonna bug me then when I put that in, when I put this draw in there, that's not going to work. And you can actually get a full library of all the draw runners, the popular Blom runners and all that kind of that's pre-built into the software. So you can actually put them runners in and see what the spacing's left. Like I know some of the runners are 12 mil or 11.5 mil, and I can actually place that in. So when I do it on the CNC and actually draw out the jigs and whatnot, so it's all down to the millimeter perfect.
See, you just mentioned there CNC, so you need a lot of this information for the likes of your CNC, where a lot of my stuff, I would never use my CNC.
See, mine's the other way around. I build stuff, so I make the CNC it's like a big tool to me, as opposed to people give me stuff to CNC out.
But like Alex.
It's like a big tool.
Yeah.
It's like an Alex tool. A big tool. But I use it to my advantage, as most only because of the accuracy and the repeatability. That's a word. Of stuff. So if I like recently when I was doing the pillars, I because the walnut had to be scooped out, I actually made a jig up and it didn't work, and I actually just ruined 2 pieces of walnut. Because it was
American black walnut,
sorry. It was just the wrong size, and it just the way I built it up, and then. But the thing I remember I didn't do on that is I didn't actually build up the jig on SketchUp. If I did on SketchUp, I would have known that the router bit would have scooped up too much.
Okay, yeah.
Which I was kicking myself about, but I spent all day doing that, making that jig off the fly, and it just didn't work out. But lesson learned.
I spent
Stick
lots
to what
of
you know.
days wasting where I haven't measured stuff properly.
You don't do stuff like that, do you? And waste days, do you, Alex? Never.
But I will just, if I'm starting to make something, I'll literally grab the piece of wood, or I'll cut the top out, or I'll make the sides.
Just make it up as you go along. God, no, I couldn't do that. I'd have to have. I find that if I'm doing a drawing, it allows me to the process to be fluent. I'm able to. I shouldn't have any problems, but there's always going to be problems because you might not have taken into the 5 mil thickness of something that you're cutting away or you're adding to it. But you come up with those as you're going along.
Yeah, if I'm doing a big cabinet making project and I'm a few days into it, that's when I'm lying in bed at night and I'll just like ping awake and I'll think, oh, I've not allowed a 1/4 inch for the back.
Yeah.
That means I've messed up on the feet. It's just like sets off a chain reaction. I
Yeah.
have to write it down before I go back to sleep. Right, do that and gone again.
Yeah, I text myself. I literally would wake up in the middle of the night and I just text myself.
Yeah.
And weirdly, if I don't text myself or write it down, I won't remember it.
Same.
But if I text, I don't even have to remember the text. It
You just know that it's
seems
there.
to be there.
Yeah.
And
I do that. That's
yeah.
weird.
That's why I got a note pen with a pen.
Yeah.
You know, like click it out. That's what I do in the night.
Okay.
Scribble it. And then so I wake up in the morning, I'm like, what the hell does that say? Like, I can't read it. I'm like, never mind, couldn't be that important.
Just a 1/4 inch. And like, what did I measure for 1/4 inch?
Yeah. When was I in America? You
yeah,
still work in
inches.
your inches, don't you?
Yeah. So you need a 16th and an 1/8. It's important.
Well, yeah. We won't remember that. So sorry, just going back on your walnut, how are you sticking the walnut to the panels then?
They've got the corresponding groove on the MDF,
Okay.
which is just glued in, no mechanical fix.
What kind of glue then?
Now glues, because it's MDF and solid wood,
Yeah.
I need something pretty solid, because obviously the MDF won't move, but the walnut will.
Yeah.
So I've allowed a bit of movement space on the groove, and I'm just using a normal like a PVA, basically a tight bond.
Yeah.
And that works well for this one. I mean, I have got an array of glues,
Yeah.
as you do, looking around.
Yeah.
But I think my tendency is to go for the PVA. It kind of works well with most stuff.
Yeah.
Only specifically, like I see you've got some UHF
Yeah.
Cascamite stuff.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic for veneering and
Yeah.
long-standing.
Well, this is
Do you use a lot of that Cascamite?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a dying kind of glue, that, isn't it? Cascamite.
I don't use Cascamite much, but I've used this resin
The UHF
resin
stuff,
glues, yeah. But it's again, that's only been I'm woodworking over 20 years now, and my go-to has always been PVA.
Yeah, me too.
But what I do know...
10 bonus points if you tell me what PVA stands for.
Polyvinyl acetate. There you go.
Blimey, you could have given me 1,000 points. You've been here all night.
Yeah, no, I would have always gone for PVA, but over the past few years I've just learned that it's like, so where I'm veneering now, I won't use PVA because
The water content.
in it, and there's a bit more movement in it. So I'll use a resin glue for that. And then it's...
Do you have
it's
open
a
time
slower,
as well?
yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's a slower open time on the resin stuff, so you can work with it longer. So when I was doing dining table there before Christmas, has all the curves in it. Each of those were steam bent pieces of oak, which were then laminated. And when I put them in the jig, I was using this resin based glue, which was again open. It had a good open time.
I don't know what resin-based glue is.
So it's just a two-part. So it's so you got your resin and your powder hardener,
Right.
and you're just mixing them up, as opposed to something that comes straight out of the bottle.
And it dries how quick?
It's overnight, isn't it?
No. It dries in about 4 hours. It's
Right.
good, like proper.
Oh, it depends on which. You can get different.
You can get
times.
fast drying and thing. So there's a company that I've gone to, which is Eureka, who are really good, and they've
I use Eureka for the Cascamite.
Yeah, and they do that. They do all the different
stuff,
resin glues and stuff like that. Obviously you got your PU glues, your polyurethane glues. They go off too quick, but they find that they dry brittle.
Yes.
When you've experienced with that.
Yes.
On your
They are good in
table.
they are good in
Yeah.
exterior stuff that's going to get weather though.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They're really good for open poured kind of timber, like ash or something. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and in the antiques, sometimes you end up with joints that are pretty rotten.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll just fill in.
What I'll sometimes do is I'll make sure that joint is tight, like really tight, knowing there's a bit of a cavity in there or something.
Yeah.
And I'll clamp it together, knowing that will expand into every little groove.
Yeah.
And sort of spread itself about. Sometimes you wait for it to come out of the woodworm holes, and you know it's got a decent grip.
So it fills in the woodworm holes as well.
Yeah.
Do you see the woodworm running out after it as well, or do you clear that first?
Long gone before you start gluing it up.
Yeah,
So
I think
what is your go-to glue then in your workshop?
The same.
PVA.
Yeah.
PVA.
And then
It's
if
most
I'm
readily available.
veneer work, it's mainly the contact stuff. The smelly stuff. Yeah.
Spray or the actual.
No, not the spray. In the tub.
Do you ever use
Spray's
the
too
hot-
difficult.
do you ever
Onto
use a
work.
hot glue pot thing? The old-fashioned.
Not anymore. I love the smell of it.
Old
I know people
chairs.
think it stinks,
Smell,
but for me, it was like when I was a
it's,
kid, it was
hide,
in my
isn't
dad's
it?
workshop all the
High
time,
glue,
so I just
rather
remember
than
it.
make
Yeah.
the chairs and
Bones,
repairs,
yeah.
Do you not have to use that if you were doing a
Restoration, that's why.
proper restoration?
Not really. I mean, I'm sure there's purists out there that will insist on using it, but if you're not going to see the glue and you've got a better working material,
Yeah.
why not use it? I mean, no one's going to ever ping that piece of veneer off just to check that the glue's the right in it.
Well, absolutely. Otherwise, they'd be falling on your back
Yeah.
again. Can you fix the thing?
But what
that
I
took off?
what I do a lot of, and I only did this after I met you two and started working on that telly show, was Mitre-Mate was a new thing for me.
Ooh,
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and what I use it for now, because sometimes if I'm restoring a piece of furniture, when I used to use the PVA, you have to leave it overnight, don't you? Stick it on, leave it overnight. What I do now is I'll put PVA on the piece of timber.
Yeah.
I'll leave spacers for Mitre-Mate, and then I'll spray it. Use the Mitre-Mate to stick the piece on, so I know it's tight enough for me to work already. Straight onto working it, sanding it down, chisel it, smooth it, polish it, whatever. And knowing that by overnight the PVA would have set, and it's
That's
good
exactly
forever.
what we use it for, don't
No,
we?
I've seen that, and actually, I didn't know that until I was on the show with you, and I don't know. Maybe it was you, because
Yeah,
I would never
I
have
do
done
all the
that.
time.
And I thought it was a great idea, and I think the only thing is you have to be quick, don't you, in the sense that
Oh yeah.
because you're going to spray you got to quickly get it in the clamp, because obviously the bit that's not got any glue on, you spray spray the adhesive on it, or not the spray adhesive. It's like
But to be-
acetate type thing that you
To be
spray.
fair,
Yeah,
you can put
activator.
the glue
Activator,
onto
that's the
the
one, yeah.
PVA as well. It does actually mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have
Okay.
to leave it separate.
Oh, okay.
You can put a couple of dots.
And then you clamp, but if they clamp and if you have not clamped it quick enough, it makes the super glue go off quick and it ends up leaving the gap. So you really have to be quick clamping it, don't you?
You have to make sure it lines up straight away.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do it with big lumps of timber. It's mainly veneer work.
Yeah. But I could see, I've done it once or twice since, but it's not, because I'll give myself, I'm never under, you're always under more pressure. You do jobs quicker than we would do jobs.
Well, yeah, that's like, you know, you're working on a project now you were talking to me months ago about, and for me, you know, I can do sometimes 1 or 2 in a week. Sometimes we'll do 7 or 8 jobs a week.
Yeah. Has to be quick.
Yeah.
I think going back to PVA again, I think my biggest bugbear is, and you mentioned a brand, Type Bond, and
so we've had this discussion before, haven't we?
Yes.
I
don't think on the podcast, have they?
Not on the podcast, but just generally.
Yeah.
About the brand.
Yes.
Now I notice a difference, but you don't seem to.
Well, no. When I've been teaching my students in the workshop, they all come to me and they say, "Oh, I heard Type Bond great," or "I heard Gorilla Glue is great."
Yeah.
And to me, the great thing about Type Bond and Gorilla Glue is their advertising, because they're out there. But it's all to do with the grading of the glue. So the grades of glue, you've got your D1, D2, D3, and D4.
Yeah.
And your D3 is your woodworking glue. Is what we would use in the woodworking. So as long as it has that on it, and D4 then is your interior and exterior work. Yeah, waterproof. And so as long as it has that symbol on it to specify it's D3, and it meets those requirements, then it can be any glue. Do you know what I mean? So people get so caught up.
Yeah, but we all sort of trust the name brand, though, don't we? You sort of think
you're paying triple the
fair,
price.
I use Type Bond only because I like the consistency of it.
Okay.
The fluid, and you get some of the cheaper white PVAs, which are very runny.
Yeah.
And it drips everywhere.
And also
the yellow stuff, it's kind of.
Yeah, and I don't tend to use the D4 because it's exterior. Sometimes if I'm gluing something up, like say I'm gluing up a chair or something, I have to glue up the whole chair in one go. Yeah. When it comes to cleaning off the glue, especially if the workshop's warm, after half an hour of getting clamps and blocks on, you try and clean off that glue with a wet cloth, and if it's D4, then it doesn't clean off as well.
Horrible. Yeah, you have to let it completely dry and then
peel it off.
Peel it off.
Whereas I'd much rather clean up the thing when I'm finished. When it's done, it's sitting there with the clamps on and it's ready to polish straight away.
Yeah, and you can wipe it all off.
Yeah, so I rarely use the D4 stuff.
Yeah, so it's the D3, but it could be any brand.
It can be, yeah.
It can be any brand, yeah.
Or we could just be snobs about it, can't you?
Just be snobs about it. I just, I guess this whole podcast, isn't it, is just giving our experience of different things.
I mean, it all works.
And to be honest, I only buy the glue that's in my hardware shop because it's a 1 minute walk from my workshop.
That's it. Recently I just bought like 4 tubes of like Gorilla stuff, PVA.
Yeah.
Only because it was an offer.
Yeah.
It's all D3 stuff, good stuff. And I like the consistency of it as well. But it works.
Yeah.
You know, you can get some glue that are set by radio frequency.
Radio frequency?
Yeah, I've always learned that. I didn't know it was a thing. So a friend of mine who manufactures doors and windows, but he does it on a bit of a construction line. He's got this thing where it's like a little block. They glue it up and they put this high frequency kind of thing on it, and it sets the glue within 5 seconds, and then it moves on to the next station.
So that's not like what they have in not that I've been to the nail bar, as you can see, but
Sure.
No, but this is an ultra high frequency. I thought the it's not UHF, but it's a particular glue, but it sets with the radio frequency.
Oh wow!
And that's like the high performance glue stuff.
I guess that's
more manufacturing.
You'll have one of them machines soon.
But I've invested in one of them next week. No, but I just thought it was fantastic. I had no idea that existed.
Yeah.
It's new stuff, new technologies.
But they again.
Same with the CA glues that like you're talking about the Mitre-Mate. You can get that in different colours now, can't you? And different consistencies.
Yeah.
And
different colours for
stuff what you
matching
do,
it
like
with
the resin
woods.
tables.
Different colours.
Yeah.
Getting black and gold.
What, Mitre-Mate?
Yeah. It's called CA glue.
Well, you never see it though, do you?
It's more American based, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's so if you were using American black walnut, for instance, and you were gluing up a joint, and then it oozes out, at least you can colour match it, or even put dyes in it. But
sometimes they use black just to fill in the resin, don't they?
Yeah.
Just getting excited.
I end up smacking that.
Again.
But that's you're talking about what's out there. That's another podcast in itself, isn't it? Like how often do we get out to shows or get out to do things? We're just always too busy, and it's probably more important for us to get out. But let's not discuss that. Let's keep that for another day.
Well, yeah, we went to a show, didn't we? I was amazed at the machines that were there.
Oh, the
and some of the prices.
Yes.
Like, some were massively expensive, but we looked at a CNC machine.
It was very, very reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, it's 30,000 quid. But
For
still,
a 5-axis.
For a 5-axis machine that
Was
just
very, very
changed its
reasonable.
own blades, did everything itself.
Which I was surprised about. I reckon that's a starting point.
Yeah, maybe.
But it was nice to see it all, wasn't it? I mean, it's nice to see Kieran's workshop, innit? It's like a little...
Yeah, and this is where you teach your students in here.
So I teach the students. This is the classroom part. Obviously, it's laid out slightly different. It's
I like
good.
a nice busy workshop.
Do you know what, though? I absolutely love doing the teaching, and it's because of keeping up to date with things. Because otherwise, like I'm working on a project now, and I've been in the workshop for the last 3 weeks doing 7 days a week, 14, 15 hours a day, not leaving the workshop, not knowing what's going on outside. Going home and people saying, "Oh, isn't it so beautiful, the weather?" And I'm like, not sure. I don't have a window in my workshop. I'm just locked in here.
Does it not drive you mad?
No.
Because when the sun's shining, that I'm just like, oh, it can wait.
But see, you have windows all over, and you're able to see out. I don't like. As soon as I close that door, I don't, and I have to do that purposely because otherwise.
You get distracted.
I'm like a moth. I'll just go, oh, the light. Do you know, and I'll follow. I'll just go outside and I'll be sat there. And
mine's like that, isn't it? Downstairs, there's no windows.
Yeah.
There's but only upstairs have got the big, massive windows.
You don't want to go outside in Bradford anyway.
No. Go look at my concrete metropolis.
But no, I just think it's you just get so absorbed in your work that you
need to zone out sometimes.
Yeah, and for me, when I see this, like when I do have the classes and I get to meet the students, it gives me a bit of a break. I take them for lunch to the local pub, and as I said, I just get to chat to people because I'm not in here on my own.
Anybody helping you on these, or do you do it all yourself?
I do it all myself, mostly on myself. Pretty much. Mm-hmm. Oh no, I get like I'm not doing the embroidery and things like that.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I just meant in terms of the woodwork and stuff.
No.
You've
The
got to go
woodworking,
through everything.
I'll do all the woodworking myself.
There is a bit of an elephant in the room, though, Kieran.
Is there? Where?
There's a bit of a stick sticking out of your wall up there.
Yeah, that was.
Is that only for the?
That was a little bit of frustration last week.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's a lot of frustration. You just wedged that straight into that.
I'd cut a piece of wood off something that I shouldn't have cut a piece of wood off. Okay. I've put a big note on my whiteboard. Don't cut the front bottom first. Literally with a capital under it. So I cut it off, and then I was just like, "Oh my god!" And I'm left with this stick in my hand, and I just went "Rah!" and just shook it, and it literally ended up in. Well, I didn't actually know where it ended up. I was like, a few minutes later, I was like, "Where did that stick go?"
So did you ask your students where it went?
No. Students weren't here. Students weren't here. I don't know.
They were hiding in the corner.
No, it's not like the students come in and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's rubbish!" Yeah, that
the Gordon Ramsay of woodwork.
That doesn't happen, mind you. I always remember, and any of my friends who are listening to this, from when I did my
on camera,
when I did which
whatever you're gonna.
No, it's when I did my degree in up north, and we were just really, really close up Northern Ireland, and we were really close bunch of people. There was lads and girls in the class, and we were all working on chairs at the moment, and Claire, one of the girls in the class, she had designed a chair and had all the legs cut and everything, and the tutor was like, "No, they're no use," and he just took them to the bandsaw and just cut them right in half. So it was a sore point for Claire, bless her, and it's something that we just always chat and slag each other off about. Yeah, but again, he himself.
What? Because he didn't think they were up to standard.
There we go. Oh, hold on, we have a stick in the wall.
There's a stick in the wall.
The stick is in the wall. I think it might have to stay there.
I would leave it there.
It is pretty epic, like,
Claire
isn't
being
it?
your missus, yeah?
No.
Claire.
Claire on the course with us, yeah.
Oh, right.
So he cut them up because he thought they weren't up to standard.
I can't. I think that was the case. And if
Wow,
Claire's
that's
listening,
brutal.
she can drop us a message and drop and
Make
let
sure
us know.
she's okay. And
Yeah, no, she's definitely okay. No,
Yeah.
because I've spoken to her recently, but yeah.
You do need to leave the stick in the wall.
Do I need to leave the stick in the
Yeah,
wall?
it reminds you
I think only
stop
the
not
worthy
to throw
can take that
things.
stick out.
Only the wordy one.
All of the worthy ones.
Well, do you know what?
And
We'll
all the tallest ones are either Alex or someone
Alex
else.
can be Alex. You can be the wordy one.
I
You
know
can
the
be
rage that I did it this week. I was asked to tidy up an altar table for a church
God.
because they had one. It was a bit
Choose a pun.
basic. But so I was running the router down the legs just to put a bit of fancy detail on, and the router blade came out loose from the machine, so gouged a big gouge out the leg. So then
So
I
you
had
hadn't
to,
tightened it up in.
No, not enough. I thought I had, but it obviously worked. I think
Vibrating.
what had happened is the little collet in the middle of it that's got like the 4 sections that flex. One of them had snapped off.
Is she nice? Is she?
Colette.
The Colette, not the Colette.
Was it Colette?
It's Colette.
Colette.
And on that note, shall we just leave it?
Well, yeah, we can.
Absolutely.
So no, that gave me the rage.
So sorry to dump Colette in it, but let's leave that chat for another day. Thanks for listening, guys, and
Another sticky subject done.
the sticky subject done. I think that answered actually. Sorry, before we go, a friend of mine, John, actually emailed me about glues. So hopefully that has ticked John's question off. And if anybody else has any other questions that they want us to chat about or discuss, please let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we hardly touched on glue. I mean, you could literally talk about it forever, couldn't you? There's a lot to cover.
There is a lot to cover, but
That'll do.
But that'll do for now.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to comment on more of it, we can go into it in more.
Yeah.
more detail.
Absolutely. Cheers.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
This is the jingle. We should sing it.
It looks like an American family portrait.
Three Planks Podcast.
I'm Alex.
I'm Kieran.
I'm Zach.
I'm Alex.
I'm Kieran.
I'm Zach.
And you can join us on the 3 Planks podcast.
3 Planks Podcast.
Pigtown TV.